Hello lamp fans. This week's video is about what's the best lamp to get as a starter lamp. If you want to get into running kerosene lamps, what's the best lamp for you? Do you need it for backup power in case the power goes out, or do you just want to light it up to keep those winter nights warmer in a particular room? Because kerosene lamps do a really good job at that. So I'm going to show you probably what the best one is for you, and you just got to pick out what you want. So there's essentially two types of, well, there's a bunch of types of lamps, but I'm going to basically talk about round wick lamps. So there's two basic types of round wick lamps. There is the round wick lamp like this, which doesn't feature a mantle. So a mantle is I'll show you a mantle. So these sit on top and they incandesce via the heat. So the heat generated by the wick makes these things glow, much like a Coleman pressurized. So they incandesce. What's the best for you? New, used, old? So, it depends on the situation realistically. Like if you want to sit there and read by it, you probably want something brighter, and you probably want to look at an Aladdin lamp. They make millions of these things, or hundreds of thousands over the years. There's all ones out there, all different price ranges. There's also new, you can still get new. This is a shelf lamp. So I have some on eBay right now from a distributor I bought out a few years ago, and I'm cranking these out. So they're on eBay. Should be under my eBay account. I sell real cheap. So that's a good way to go new. Now, if you're looking for something where you can just put it on and not worry about it, you're probably going to want to look at a round wick lamp, because as lamps warm up, they become more efficient and you have to turn them down so they don't overburn. When they overburn, they're getting too much fuel, not enough air, and it can soot up your ceiling, catch on fire eventually. And mantle lamps, if you leave them unattended, you can destroy the mantle. Now the mantles now are $25 US. I mean, there was a time I was paying $6 US in the last 30 years. So they've gone up a lot. You can usually save them when they start to overburn. So here's one here that's overburnt a little bit. It's got a black spot on it. The wick wasn't really trimmed or regular sealing around the wick tube, and so you get that overburn. So that can be, fix up the wick a little bit and away you go. But center draft might be a really good alternative too, without a mantle. So these are called Rayos right here, and they were produced literally from 1905 to 1955. There's millions of them out there. Wicks are about $11. They crank out quite a bit of heat, quite a bit of light, but they do use a lot of kerosene. So if you're buying kerosene in small bottles, it may not be cost effective, but if you can get it at the pump, get it at the pump in a 5-gallon pail, then it's really cheap to burn those. So I kind of recommend a round wick to start without a mantle, learn the basics, and pretty much like most of these older style ones, these have a large flame spreader that hang up. Those don't have mantles. Those would be a good starter lamp. Wicks should be available for a few distributors in the US. So that's what I kind of recommend, what you get. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this week's video and have yourselves a great day.